last video, I said I wanted to do some spoken word poetry. And the problem is, it's like extremely warm in my room, but it's poetry, so you have to do it in like a fancy way. So I'm still wearing the cool suit. But like the best thing is my webcam is so bad that you probably can't see all the sweat I'm dripping. That's not a nice image when you want to go to bed. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's just get into the poetry. So, for the backstory, I've been writing poetry for like a few years, and it's always just been like rhyming poems, like very simple. I don't want to say simple, but just like in a poem way, and never really like spoken word or like slam poetry, or I don't know how you want to call it. And at some point, I found a open mic quite nearby where I live. So I was like, oh, let me just go there and write some spoken word and perform that. And in the end, I ended up just performing my normal, the poem that I had written before, because I didn't have any time to write anything else. But the month after that, I performed, spoken word for the first time. And now I also made a few YouTube videos where I read the poems with like videos and images that have something to do with the poem. It's cool, I swear. The link will be in the description if you want. But because I also do ASMR, I was like, we love recycling. So I'm just gonna read you the poems that I've also uploaded on my other channel. So like, let's go. I don't even earn anything, so I could be like, oh, it's for money. I don't earn anything. So I don't know, man. It's just so I can say that I've uploaded like so many videos. That's why I'm doing this. Whatever. Let's just start. Okay, let's just start. So I have 4 poems, and I've written them all in this little book. Look how pretty. Isn't this like extremely pretty? Isn't it extremely pretty? Isn't it extremely pretty? It's like a red velvet style. Very pretty. Very pretty. Do you like poetry? I'm assuming so, otherwise you would probably not click on this video. Okay, let me get the first one. The first poem is called A Word You Cannot Forget. Am I a word you cannot forget? Or just clouded memories, a heart's failure, and yet we have so many possessions that gain or lose meaning. We possess our hands and our brain from a heart's deep cleaning. We reforge the image, we burn the imago, we imagine the damage, we seal the soul. We grow from the pain, we abstain from the ways of the lovers, and the hanged man will have gained another follower today. Surrender. Patience. We're a patient that wanders the valley of the shadow of death. And we're deaf and blind, and that last breath we left behind in that kiss, and in the mirror with the 2 faces, we are forever each other's reflection. But I will find myself again. I will lift myself up by the bootstraps to become the man that I am proud of by salvaging the scraps. And perhaps one day I'll be able to say your name without feeling pain, and you'll be a word that I'll forget. That's the first one. 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 And the worst one. It's also the worst one. We're starting with the worst. Not to degrade myself, but it's, yeah, I've written better stuff, I swear. I swear. So, did you like that one? Shall we do another one? Let's do another one. Let me find one. Where did I write it? It seems that two of the ones I was going to read I haven't even written down in this book. I think I both have them digitally instead. So I'm gonna switch up the order. So this one is called 1,000 Bee Stings. It's called 1,000 Bee Stings, and it's about love. I knew what it looked like for me, but I was never able to see your perspective. Could you paint it for me? I'd ask. And after all, I'm a colorblind heathen, unsophisticated socially, culturally, and currently breathing in the toxins of your perfume, leaving me spinning in your room. She would smirk, step out to dress, and she'd come back in perfect crimson to impress my taste buds and leave me a complete mess. I learned the taste of the universe. Whenever I closed my eyes, I could see the shape of your body carved into my retinas. Together, we first the world, and I was ready now. So I said to her, I will take 1,000 bee stings just so I can drown myself in you, honey. I shall be ripped apart by bellowing beasts and use my heartstrings to play my lyre for thee. And I am no liar, but I'd lie for you just to lie with you. I'd cross my arms and burn myself on the pyre. A grave for the grave, a choir for the fire, a hearse for the universe. Anything you desire. You know, my nights, they would come peacefully. The final gust to put a freezing man to rest, and the final droplet for his submerged nose. With your breast on my chest, I held you close, and you didn't have to paint me anything. You were the painting. You were sculpted of starlight. You were dyed in a midnight cacophony of everything that is beautiful to me. So I said to her, let's dance together in glittery delight, in dancing dear terpsichore. There wouldn't be any earthquakes if we pressed our lips together, with no breaks, no gaps, no cracks, no axes, no fire, no soldiers for hire. With your beauty, it would be our duty to use our power to flower this world fully, whatever it takes. And how powerful she made me feel will be the steel of the sword that puts kingdoms to the dirt and the dust, and we're a danger to this world. I could take the sun out of the sky if only I could consume your fiery bewitchery. Your cold glare, if met by a man's stare, could freeze this world 10 times over, my lover. You would smite him out of spite for trying to taste heaven's heights, you glorious goddess bright. Your smile would crack the world in two. So it's better if we do keep this our secret mystery. I would die for you. I would die for you, but that's the issue. When my adoration became disbelief, hesitation, I started seeing causation, no longer correlation, and I realized that I was being killed by you. Your crimson dress was a poison to best me, and I know you didn't mean to, but you did, and now I am sick again. I caught a disease called heartache, and it's a heartless cold that turns my body stone, and it paralyzed me. Where once you would show me love, I realized where it was once known as the sun that heats my body, gives me energy, lets me photosynthesize so I could be a being fully grown. It was now a parasite, sucking the marrow from my bones. I had flown too close to the sun, and I burnt up, and I fell to the ground below. And that is where I will stay, on my hands and on my knees, and I will worship the floor that you walked on. You know, there were a lot of questions I couldn't ask, and truths I couldn't beg for, but I will worship the floor you walked on, and I will love you like before. For you are my iron lung, my winter sun, my swan song, and my silver tongue. And you will always be a part of me. Yeah, that's the longest one I have. That's the longest one I have. That's the longest one I have. I think it's one of my favorite things I've ever written. I think it's really good. So, now I'm gonna find a way to actually leave the other two in front of me as well, without, messing everything up. So, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I found them on my laptop. So, they're over there. So I'm gonna kind of look there to, read the poem. So, also. Just a little more ambiance, ambiance, oui. Okay, the poem is called The Calendar. It's called The Calendar. I keep neglecting my calendar. Where X should have marked a spot, I spot a space where I should have placed a happy or sad little face, and not this blank, open, vast, colorless sea of monotony with black numbers that pass whenever I slumber and put on my glasses so I can see the reality I woke up in today. And I tell myself, today is the day where I make my days count and not count them away. But that's just hopeful thinking. For I have poisoned my wells with quietism, and I feign death as predators approach in the shape of exams, hangovers, working hours. I have the power to be a prism that reflects all negativity into one single color, and I pour it over my canvas. Unless I am simply a lingering afterthought, unadded to your to-do list. I am a reckless drunken step on a plastic cup on the party's floor. I am your cupped hands around your face as you cry forevermore. I am that one melancholic song that randomly appears on your YouTube feed at 3 a.m. that you add to your watch later list but never listen to. I am your future, and I'll keep neglecting you. So, that's the third poem. How do you like everything so far? Are you enjoying it? Are you getting sleepy? Let's do the last one. It's over here. This is quite a tongue twister, so hopefully I'm going to be able to say it in one go. Okay, this one is called Reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation necessarily, but just for a small duration, just momentarily, I would I would love to be a dove. To always be free, to fly over the sea and still just be me. You know, I'd weave through the sky and just in time return with a fresh olive leaf, and you know the rest of the story. Yes, I do have an appreciation for arbitrarily becoming a different being with a different foundation, one of very different goals, and seeing benign results in my worldly education. I want to be different. I want to experience existence. I want my skin to be hardened in the soil and emerge as a thing that scares people with my allure. I want to uncoil my physique, terrified of my dragon-like shriek, a unique, angelic, musical mystique. Let them rectify statues and tell tales of my snake-like scales that glimmer like jewels, and let them choose who to worship, me or this useless heavenly courtship. I want to be capable. I want to be powerful. I want to subjugate my demons with a self-made cure that will lure my depression into admitting my bodily autonomy is still my own and does not consist of psychology sessions dictated by strangers dissociated from reality that don't see how I've grown. Please let me reincarnate. I merely endorse my essence to be reborn. Let me be torn from this internal debate of whether I have the right to exist in my current state. Come on, give me another chance, I beg. I've outworn the suit of skin, and I would love to be part of a kin that supports my attempts to fly away over the sea so I can finally be free. I don't believe in reincarnation necessarily, but I do hope